From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, October 3rd, 2016. Silver is trading at $19.13 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,317 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $614. Antiwar.com reports while most of the Afghan government's friendly fire incidents involve Taliban infiltrators, an incident over the weekend appears to have been the result of a bungled airstrike by the Afghan Air Force, which killed 5 members of the Afghan Special Forces. The incident in the western Farah province saw a rocket strike, which the Defense Ministry says was fired in the wrong direction, hitting the troops, killing at least 5 and wounding 3 others. 19 militants were also killed in other airstrikes over the course of the fighting. The Pentagon was quick to distance itself from that incident, insisting that they had launched no airstrikes of their own in the Farah province in over a week and therefore could not possibly be responsible for the incident. Afghan Defense Ministry officials are quite clear that the whole incident was internal to their military at any rate. The Defense Ministry was less clear on the exact circumstances of the strikes, as the Afghan Air Force has extremely limited firepower and it is comparatively rare for them to engage in unilateral airstrikes. Afghanistan really only has 10 planes capable of firing rockets, though they also have some attack helicopters which might have been involved. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the U.S. Supreme Court begins a new term on Monday, shorthanded and with its future hinging on the outcome of the November 8th presidential election. There will only be 8 justices, not 9, for the first time in decades, starting a new session. The docket is also absent big-ticket cases involving immigration reform, affirmative action, abortion, same-sex marriage, and Obamacare, according to the Washington Post. Those are the topics that in recent years have put the Supreme Court in the spotlight. This time, the docket will be more humble, but with a tinge of contemporary topics, including free speech, the role of race in criminal justice, and the treatment of transgender students. Work begins with the High Court having no way to know how ideology will line up, according to the Constitution Daily. The future will be determined by whether President Barack Obama will be allowed to name a successor or whether the task falls to a future president. The uncertainty could last through February or later, depending on how the White House and Senate work together and make up their minds on a successor. The vacancy occurred with the unexpected death of Justice Antonin Scalia, who died nearly 8 months ago. There are also 3 current justices who are now older than the other members who recently retired from the bench, which suggests there could be more departures to fill. Are you an advocate for free market money? Then you need Spend a Bit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spend a Bit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. Reuters reports the engineer of the New Jersey commuter train that crashed on Thursday told investigators he was fully rested but has no memory of the incident, and a recovered data recorder was not working, according to the National Transportation Safety Board on Sunday. The derailed train at a Hoboken station killed a 34-year-old woman on the platform and injured 108 people during the morning rush hour. The terminal has some 60,000 people pass on a typical weekday. NTSB Vice Chairman Bella Denzar told a news conference that the agency was still in the fact-gathering phase of the investigation. New Jersey Transit said on Sunday that all rail service into and out of the Hoboken terminal remains suspended. Denzar said Thomas Gallagher, a 29-year New Jersey Transit veteran who was injured when the train derailed, told investigators the train was running at 10 miles per hour when it approached the station. Investigators at the time of the incident could not ascertain the speed of the train when it was near the station. When interviewed by investigators, Gallagher said he conducted various procedures, including checking the train's speedometer and putting his cell phone away during the trip. He also said he had no memory of the incident. The train's conductor, meanwhile, told investigators he did not recall anything unusual before the crash. Recovery of evidence has been slowed due to damage to the station's columns, leaving the facility unstable. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.